Why Ray Dalio loves radical transparency. What if the biggest thing holding you back isn't a lack of talent, money, or opportunity, but the stories you tell yourself? Ray Dalio, one of the world's most successful investors, believes the fastest path to better decisions begins with a simple but uncomfortable idea: radical transparency. And while most people avoid uncomfortable truths, Dalio built one of the most successful hedge funds in history by embracing them. The question is, why? For Ray Dalio, radical transparency isn't about criticizing people or exposing every thought. It's about creating an environment where truth matters more than ego. Imagine trying to navigate through a dense forest with a faulty map. No matter how confident you are, you'll eventually get lost. That's what making decisions without honest feedback looks like. Radical transparency replaces that faulty map with reality, even when reality is uncomfortable. Dalio put this philosophy into practice at Bridgewater Associates, the investment firm he founded. Meetings often encouraged employees, regardless of rank, to challenge ideas openly. Feedback flowed in every direction. If someone spotted a flaw in a proposal, they were expected to speak up. At first glance, that might sound intimidating, but Dalio believed the cost of temporary discomfort was far smaller than the cost of making expensive mistakes because no one dared to question them. This idea also aligns with how our minds work. Human beings naturally protect their egos. We seek information that confirms what we already believe and ignore evidence that contradicts us. Psychologists call this confirmation bias. Radical transparency disrupts that pattern. It forces us to confront blind spots before they become failures. Instead of asking, "How can I prove I'm right?" it asks, "What if I'm wrong, and what can I learn from that?" Think about your own life. How often do you genuinely invite honest criticism? Whether you're investing, running a business, managing a team, or making personal decisions, the people who grow the fastest are usually those willing to hear what others won't say. Seeking constructive feedback doesn't weaken your confidence, it strengthens your judgment. Of course, radical transparency doesn't mean being rude or insensitive. It means pairing honesty with respect and focusing on improvement instead of blame. When people know the goal is finding the truth rather than winning an argument, better ideas naturally rise to the surface. Ray Dalio's greatest lesson isn't simply about investing. It's about building a mindset that values truth over comfort. Markets change, businesses evolve, life throws surprises your way, but the willingness to question yourself, learn continuously, and welcome honest feedback can become one of your greatest competitive advantages. So here's something to think about today. What's one belief you're holding on to that might deserve a second look? Sometimes the conversation you least want to have is the one that changes your future. If you enjoy learning timeless lessons from legendary investors like Ray Dalio, subscribe and join us for more insights that can sharpen your thinking and transform the way you approach success.